Fortunately, I a family emergency and had to jump out of the last stream instantly. Been in the hospital for about 2 days, so wasn't able to log my character out. And missed the opportunity to gain quite a bit of rest time, but oh well. It's not really important when someone's in the hospital, so this Christmas, these holiday seasons have turned out to be quite awful, for lack of a better word. Actually, I have a better word. They suck. That's how they are. They suck. Anyways, trying to pick up where we left off. We're just trying to level up blacksmithing, and it's a pretty long job, or it'll take me a little while to get blacksmithing to where I want it to be, which is like 225. Actually, it's not. I mean, I'm thinking, 15 hours. Hopefully not more than that. Screen rotation seems fast. One thing I've learned, if you're doing a Fury build, one of the best things. Hey, what's up, Zelson? Thanks. Happy holidays to you. I've been in the hospital for 2 days, but that's all right. Not me, but I don't really want to talk about it. But so the last couple days have sucked, but we're back. We're leveling up blacksmithing, so we can make ourselves some better gear, hopefully. It's gonna add some significant time. Well, Phil brought up the day before yesterday the brilliant idea, because I kept complaining about how awful my gear is. He's like, you could just take the alternate route, and level blacksmithing. And I said, you know what? Why not? I said I wouldn't mind leveling up blacksmithing. When I first played Hardcore Warriors, I always leveled blacksmithing, but it turned out that I kept dying. So I said, you know what? Let's try engineering, but I'm gonna level up blacksmithing. I hope that I'm high enough. I know I'm going to get into situations where I might want target dummies, but we're gonna risk it. No, actually, believe it or not, Zelson, my wife had a heart attack, and she's okay, but she literally was dead. She actually had to be revived. They had to shock her, right out of the movies, right? But I spent the last 2 days in the hospital with her, and she's okay now. Her mom's with her right now. I was at the hospital today with her, and because of COVID, they only let one person at a time in the room with someone, right? And so I've been in the hospital all morning, and then her mom, of course, wanted to be with her, so I had to leave so her mom could be with her. And I just talked to Amber, and asked her if she wanted me to come back up there, and you can only be there till 8 p.m. and it was getting on 5:30, and I said, "Hey, do you want me to come back up there?" And she said, "No, her mom's gonna stay with her, and that I'd just come up tomorrow." So, yeah, I don't have the words really for it for the last 2 days. Kind of disbelief, I guess, would be the best way to describe it. I'm just glad. I mean, she's okay. You know, that's the important part. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's just last few days, last week for me has been very hasn't been very good, I guess, was the only way to say it. But anyways, you know, this is the first time I had to just, I guess, try to, you know, do something to take my mind off it, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, she's doing better. So I got my inventory's full. How much is this worth? 6 silver? I don't know if you remember, but I used to do this all the time on my other characters in private servers. Let's go ahead and hearth to Sentinel Hill and Vendor. Yeah, thanks, Dawson. She's okay. I mean, she was really lucky. She called me. I don't know if you remember. I was streaming. God, was it yesterday? I mean, I can't even. The time's just, you know, gone. I don't even know when it was. But yesterday, the day before yesterday, I was streaming and she called me, and it was horrible. I mean, she's like, "I need you. Something's wrong." And she said she was going to text me the address to where she was, and she never did. And I kept calling her phone, and I couldn't get a hold of her. And finally, someone answered her phone, and it was literally the paramedics saying she had a heart attack. And they told me which hospital she was going to, so I ran to the hospital. Yeah, it was, yeah, so. Anyways,
safe travels.
yeah. So I didn't have much sleep the last couple days. I mean, God, when was it? I'm not, now I'm all confused. The last couple days have been really weird. Yeah, I guess it was yesterday that she called me around, I don't know, it must have been around 11:30 a.m. yesterday. So I was at the hospital from like 12:30 yesterday until past 8 p.m. And then I came home and tried to sleep, but I really couldn't. And then I went back to the hospital today at 8 a.m. and was there till about noon. And then I left so her mom could go visit her. Yep. And she's only 38 years old, Zalson. Yeah, I'm trying to level up the, you know, blacksmithing.
How are you?
Trying to see. I don't think Murloc scale. This is leatherworking and leatherworking, right? Oh, yeah, tailoring.
See you around.
I think we can sell some of this food. I don't need all this food. Yeah. Well, I just like going to dead mines, you know. I got most of this, like most of the stuff that's in my inventory, like everything in this row here and the next row is all from dead mines. Like not in dead mines, but just killing the mobs before you zone in. And I got, you know, 5 heavy stone. The solid stone. I didn't get the solid stone, but I got 5 heavy stone, 16 tin ore, got like 40 copper ore, you know, 28 rough stone, 14 coarse stone, and then of course tons of You know, you always get tons of wool cloth, which I'll probably just vendor. I don't really need wool cloth, so we'll just vendor that. Yeah, I went through Dunmore on lock mode, and that was actually the first place I went. That's one of my favorite places for mining. But in the good thing about doing before dead mines is that you make a lot of money because you can sell all the wool cloth and you can sell all the green items that you get, and you'll end up getting, and then you're actually looting copper off all those mobs you kill, so you actually make more money. Yeah, I mean, you make quite a bit of money. You get probably as much or more. I would say, I actually think it's better, just because you're getting money, you're getting probably about the same amount of copper and the same amount and you know, the same amount you would get in like lock mode on. I discovered this, back on private servers. Remember, I used to do this, and actually on private servers, the drop rate was even better, so it was crazy good on private servers. But in classic, I tested it out and found out it's still pretty good. You want to deal with the character that can kill mobs quickly, of course, but it's a great way to, if you're going to level something from 1 like I'm doing, you can just really quick. Because, I mean, I've got quite a bit of mithril ore probably in the bank. I don't know how much iron I have, but I know I've got some iron. So we'll see. I'm just trying to get to around 225 so we can just make a bunch of gear, like maybe some plate gear and maybe make some better weapons and stuff. Well, I'm also going to switch to pure defense, too. I'm going to level up blacksmithing. I'm going to make a bunch of gear for myself. Then I'm going to respec completely all protection. And I'm going to level about 4 levels. Actually, no, let's make 4 or 5 levels in protection, depending on how easy it's going or how much fun I'm having on it. And then then when I get to the point where I can respec, come back down into arms to get improved overpower, but then go all the way back down into fury to get at least the first point of flurry. 5, basically most of the stuff I have now in fury. So actually, if I bring up talent calculator, I can show you what I'm doing. So what we want to do is respec full protection, level about 4 levels. Let's say maybe like 49. Then at level 49, we can respec into this, right? And then jump right back down into fury. So this would be like the build at level 49, right? So you've got improved overpower, which is huge because you get a lot of overpowers, and plus now you've got tactical mastery that gives you a lot of freedom to still use berserker stance, to use berserker rage, and weapon swap and arrows to stance out of that, and it just gives you a little bit more flexibility. So that's the idea. Yeah, I really miss tactical mastery. Like when I went all fury, I really miss tactical mastery. All right, man. Have a good one. Yeah, I'll try not to. I won't be dying because all I'm doing right now is working on blacksmithing. But don't think you'll see me, hopefully, dying. No, we don't want to die. That's not gonna happen. All right, we also need to level. Let's see, vanilla WoW. Yeah, we need. Yeah, rough grinding stones is what we need.
Good day to you. See you later.
Me though. You can't lay on me. I'm trying to play, right? You can lay there, or you can lay on the. No, you can't. No, not on me. Stay down there, okay? Come on, Osiris. Cat's being a butt. No, you can't lay on me. No. I got a big cat head in my lap right now. He is a big cat. I swear, you're like a dog, you're so big.
Greetings. Light bless you.
You need something?
Up, up.
Have a good one.
Hey there. For the Alliance.
Hey, Phil. Yes. The Pagan Festival. I like it. Yeah, sorry I had to jump off the stream the other day, Phil. I had an emergency. Anyways, we're back. We're leveling blacksmithing. See how far we can go. Get into guild chat. Where is guild chat? Combat logs. General, I guess. Let's see, we need to get to about, I don't know, 65. So we're gonna need more rough stone. Yeah, I had to go so quick. I didn't even get a chance to log out at it, which is kind of bad because I mean, It was such a scary situation that I didn't even, I could have just hearthed, you know, to the end, but I had to go so in such a quick hurry that
Welcome.
that wasn't even an option. I was just like, log out. No,
Interest ya in a
get out.
fight?
So, 4 gold or what's my mining at currently? I mean, yeah, we'll go ahead and learn it, I guess. Hate spending that much gold, but yeah, I gotta tell you though, I'm still a little bit worried about having no target dummies. That's gonna be, I gotta be really conscientious of that fact. You know, when I get into situations, I gotta understand that I don't have that card to play. But it's gonna be really fun once we get done with the mining, with the blacksmithing, because then I can go protection, and we can see, you know, how tanky will I be in the protection build. The stone bottleneck? Yeah, I need more rough stone. Yep. I need more rough stone. Which means I might want to go actually mine some nodes as a, well, I mean there's nodes in there. We'll still go to the dead mines because there's tons of nodes in there. So copper nodes. So we'll get plenty of rough stone. Yeah, I know. I've only got 5. That we can get from fishing in STV, so we can stock up on. We can do some fishing, stock up on potions. That's the easiest way to get potions. Worst comes where you can always reroll. Yeah, I mean, I read some of the comments in the Discord, you know, the Road to Ragnos Discord, and it sounds like I wouldn't even get into the raid. I wouldn't even get into the Road to Ragnos raid. You know, because to get in, you have to have all the good gear, and then you also have to have apparently the stats, the parse to prove that that you can play or something. I don't know. There's some weird rules. Yeah, there's a cave in the wetlands. You mean for what? That's for iron and stuff. Yeah, I'm not worried about getting the dead mines. I still am convinced is the best way to get my copper and tin, really. It doesn't take long. I mean, a couple hours in there and I should, you know, maybe 3 hours, probably 3 hours tops, and we'll be able to fly past. I figure it's a good 15 hours probably to get me up to 225, maybe less, but maybe less. It's hard to say. I've got quite a bit of tin, tin bars. You can see here I've got, 27 tin bars. So on top of the tin ore I have, well, I guess that's all the tin bars I have. That's not bad, but we'll dump this in the bank and we'll go get some more materials. Yeah, I mean, I understand why they're being the way they are, but I feel like I understand what they're doing. I do, and I don't really hold it against them, but I don't know. I think they could have tried to put some leadership together to create kind of a, you've got your A tier raid team, which is you can be all elitist and stuff, but come up with a B tier raid team, and just say these are the people that they don't care about creating these parse of data and supplying all these massive credentials saying they're a great player. Just people that want to get in there and try to do molten core, and they don't care if they die. It's just part of the game. People that are a little bit more not elitist, people that are more casual, I guess. I think they should have taken the time to set a raid leader and class leaders. I would have created a raid leader, I would have created class leaders, and I would have created a recruitment officer, and I would have created and that's all you need, just those. And then you can go ahead, recruit people into that raid, the more casuals, and you could have class leaders to help train those people, teach them, like make sure that they know, the mechanics of the fights, and you know what I mean. Just go through these are the fights as this class is what is expected of you, and that way it's not super elite, but it's still good. You still get people a chance to get in there and do stuff. I don't think. Do I need wool cloth at all when leveling blacksmithing? I don't. I don't think I do. I don't believe. And getting wool cloth is easy, so let's just sell any wool cloth that we have. What else can we sell? I don't think we need these. I'll sell those potions too. This is for my cooking quest.
Have a good one.
You need wool for grinding stones? Are you sure? You don't need wool to make. No, you only need wool if you're gonna make like weight stones. You don't need them to make grinding stones, I don't think. I'm looking. Well, whatever. We'll have wool. Getting wool is easy. We'll get a ton as we're doing the Dead Mines stuff. We're gonna get a bunch. Yeah, well, I got plenty of leather. I mean, I've got a pretty good amount of leather, so I'm not too concerned about leather. And we'll get more when we do some more fishing. So. Let's see. 20 is going to be, what, 80 silver? So...
Go with honor, friend.
Yeah, they're not that good. Yeah, these. Yeah, I mean they're like, I mean, they're better than no healing potion, but like I'll hold on to a few, one stack, just because there'll be situations where I want to use a healing potion, but I know I don't need to use a big one, and I'll actually use those just to make the fight safer. But I don't want to blow a big healing potion in that situation because I know I don't need to. So I do like having two stacks of healing. One that's like the best one I've got, and then the next tier. But that's it. Just that's it.
Open for business. Be careful.
Did you see that Ashes of Creation has now announced that they're redoing their game? for Unreal Engine 5. They're actually upgrading to Unreal Engine 5, which is actually really cool. I mean, I love Unreal Engine 5, but man, their character models, oh man,
What can I do for you?
their character models and their animations
Go with honor, friend.
need a serious upgrade, right? So if you look at, let's see, if you look, they've upgraded. I mean, I'm assuming this is Unreal Engine 5. I really don't know if this is, but let me go to the here. So here he's showing, and I think they've switched. I think this is Unreal Engine 5, but you can see the character models in Ashes of Creation have never been that, in my opinion, have never been very good. Specifically, the armor. The armor just does not look that good. Now watch how this character moves. Even when he turns, his feet his feet move weirdly to me. It's strange. Come on, Steven, move the guy. I hate the way his feet kind of turn as he's turning the camera. That's not the correct way to do it. And this model looks so top heavy. Like his upper body looks too big compared to his lower body. I don't know if they show. And of course the spell animations are way over the top. Like to me they're just too flashy. And when you look at the character models again, just the cloth armor, it just doesn't look very good. I don't know how to describe it others. I just don't like it. It doesn't, like the world doesn't look like the same world that the character's clothing, it doesn't look like it was all made with the same artist. Like when you look at a game like World of Warcraft, everything has that same look and feel of World of Warcraft. When you look at a game like Elder Scrolls, it's all pretty similar. But when I look at Ashes of Creation, it looks like one artist did the armor for the characters, another artist did the level design, another artist maybe did, there's different flavors of art. It's not cohesive. And I see that in other games sometimes, and usually cheaper games. And this is supposedly like a AAA type game, and they're spending a ton of money making this game. Mostly Steven's money, or at least a lot of it is. But it doesn't have that nice cohesive look to it. And I kind of said that all along with Ashes of Creation, that I think the armor is just like a step down. It almost looks like armor that was made in Unreal Engine 3, And now you're all the way up to Unreal Engine 5, right? And if you go look at Unreal, look at what's available, what can be done in Unreal Engine 5. It'll blow your mind, right? Yeah, I don't want to look at the graphic demos. Like this game here which is made for console, but this is made in Unreal Engine 5. But just to show you the difference, this character model, looks like it has the same art style, kind of the world, It looks like it belongs in the world, it doesn't look so jarring. But this is Unreal Engine 5. There's some really good ones in here, I think. Yeah, like here, out in the woods is cool. Like, you can just see the graphic, the terrain and stuff. Like, if you pause it, the detail on the ground is just really good. But yeah. But yeah, I think Unreal Engine 5 is such a great engine. I'm a big fan. I've always been a fan of Unreal Engine. I've never thought it was like the best engine for MMOs, but it keeps getting better. Like every iteration of Unreal Engine gets better. And when they made Fortnite, they spent about 6 or 7 years working on it, and it really began as a kind of a proof of concept. They were making Fortnite in a way so that they could further the tools in Unreal Engine, right? So they could add more tools for destructible environments, for picking things up, placing them down, equipment. And those tools are what they've used to further development of other games like MMOs and stuff. And of course, all the money they got from that has allowed them to really just push the envelope. Yeah. Well, I've done this so many times, so I'm very familiar with how much damage these guys do. So yeah, I mean at my level, there's really not much risk other than the casters, the mage, because they summon a bunch of the fire elementals, and of course they do the most damage because it's fire. And as any kind of like elemental damage or fire damage, whatever, against a warrior is going to eat right through your armor. So Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm not too worried about that, because by the time I go back to fighting mobs my level, I'm going to have a completely different build. I'm going to be full protection, so... So we're going to be coming at them with a very defensive build, and it's also going to be, you know, we'll work our way back into it slowly. I'm not just going to go rushing in and attacking a bunch of mobs my level, you know, at once. Like, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. And as good as this can be, farming here for just low level or you know ore and stuff, it sucks if there's a lot of people coming through. If there's people like coming through killing everybody, it really sucks. But it is a fast respawn rate, so suck for long. And this asshole just took my ore. One thing I learned, which is really interesting, is playing on Ascension, right? Playing on Ascension WoW. Is that when you're playing a a Fury Warrior, you know, one of the things to start off combat with is just Rend. And the reason you do that, especially if you have a high crit rate, is that you can, you have a better chance to get crit with special abilities anyway. And Rend is a very low cost ability. And if you just force your character to start off a lot of fights with Rend, a lot of times you'll crit, and that'll get your flurry going right away. Whereas, as opposed to doing, like, let's say going up and starting off with Heroic Strike, because Heroic Strike takes a lot longer. It's going to wait for the next, it's going to wait for that white attack to finish. Then on that next attack, it's going to do Heroic Strike. So you're always better starting off with just a quick Rend, in hopes that it'll give you the crit that you want to start off, to get a flurry going, right away. What is today? Oh, today it is the 24th, isn't it? Yeah. I don't think there's going to be any Santa. Yeah. If there is a Santa out there, he just better bring me something good, because the last few days have been rough, I can tell you that. They don't ever really put nodes back here, like in this area. So. Yeah, I mean, yeah, plus you get the full benefit. So, I mean, a lot of people probably, they may do it anyway, but just as an added benefit to doing it first, you get that chance to start right off with a crit. And you'll do it in between combat. So, like, for example, let's say I start this guy off with a Rend, right? And you can see I crit and did a flurry. Let's say I start this guy with a Rend, and then another mob joins the fray, if I switch to that mob, I might want to just, Rend him, and try to proc another crit. And of course, like you said, you want to get the dot going anyways. But, some people don't. Some people literally, if they have a lot of rage, will start off combat with a Heroic Strike. And that, in my opinion, it's just a bad idea. Yeah. I just want some ore, man. Just drop me lots of ore. Got 3 tin ore off that guy. Gotta like that. I hate Heroic Strike. I think Heroic Strike is without a doubt one of the worst abilities in the game. That's how much I hate Heroic Strike. Because I just think it breaks immersion. It breaks... It feels so bad. Because it's like, when you play an MMO, one thing that gives you that feeling of that you're in control of your character is that when you click a key, something happens. But when you click Heroic Strike, nothing happens. Right? Nothing. You're waiting for something to happen, and that to me is horrible game design. And whoever came up with that mechanic just needs to be like fired. I mean, I understand maybe now with spell bashing you can queue it up, so you could like hit Heroic Strike, and so it feels moderately interesting. I'm not even going to say fun, interesting. Like if let's say you hit Heroic Strike, and while you're waiting for Heroic Strike, the mob dodges and you get overpower, and then you hit your overpower keybind. Then all of a sudden what happens is overpower goes, and then immediately Heroic Strike goes, and it looks kind of cool because you're like bam bam, and let's say they both crit, and it's like huge damage, but it's dumb because when I hit the button, I want something to happen. I don't want to have to wait for something to happen. So always thought that Heroic Strike was one of the worst abilities in the game. from a gameplay design, you know, point of view. Yeah, the damage on it's decent, but it doesn't feel good to use it, you know. Like here, I hit heroic strike, nothing happens. It literally took like a full like 1.5 seconds. Here, let's see. Okay, heroic strike 1,000. I see that time she did it right away because it all depends on when your auto attack goes. If I hit heroic strike right as an auto attack is finishing, then it's immediately going to use the heroic strike because it's gonna say, well, that's, you know, that I have to do it after the next auto attack. So I hit heroic strike and then maybe my auto attack was right near the end of the swing meter. You know, then it's going to feel almost instant, but it'll never feel instant. It really, because it never will be instant. Yeah, that guy gave me. Ooh, that guy gave me 4 course stones. So that was nice. That's the thing. You'll be killing these guys, and it's all RNG. You might kill 10, 20 of them and get like nothing. All of a sudden, you'll kill 3, and they give you 4 course stone, 3 tin, and 4 copper. And I'm like, that's as good as hitting like tapping 3 nodes off of like, you know, off of the neck, and just killing 3 guys really quickly. So, what good is a weapon timer gonna do me? I would love to know what good a weapon timer is gonna do me. Like, right? Like, are you saying that I should wait for my auto attack to almost finish before I use heroic? It really doesn't matter. I mean, if I'm waiting, I could have just hit the key anyway. A weapon swing timer isn't going to do you any benefit. The only time I ever use a weapon swing timer on a warrior is if I'm doing a two-hand weapon, and I'm trying to just, you know, weave the 2 hands in between maybe you know, with fast one-hand weapons like I have, you know, it really, you know, I mean, yeah, I can see where you're saying you don't want to, because you're not going to clip. See, the thing is, heroic strike isn't going to clip your auto attack. It's just going to say when your next auto attack finishes, use heroic strike. So it's not hurting you to spam heroic strike. You know, it's not like you're a hunter and you're getting ready to shoot an auto shot, and then you hit arcane and it clips your auto shot, completely preventing the auto shot from firing, and it shoots your arcane shot. That's completely different. Yeah, but you don't need the weapon swing timer for that. You know, weapon swing timer is good for some things, but if you're dual wielding with fast weapons, I really don't see a huge benefit of even using it. That's why you rarely see me use a weapon swing timer on anything other than Hunter, because I don't really do two-hand. I mean, like sometimes, like on a paladin, I'll use it because I have to. On my paladin, I have to because I'm seal twisting. You know, I'm using the weapon swing timer to weapon swap right at the end of attacks, so I can quickly, because of spell bashing, get the righteous tick damage, right? Which is called seal twisting, right? That's somebody came up with that name, not me. So like with a paladin, and let's say with the paladin I'm using a sword. Ooh, look, I got an iron ore there. That was pretty, and a heavy stone. Let's say a paladin, I have a sword and a shield, and I'm fighting a mob, and I want to, like, after every auto attack, have my righteous tick damage calculated off my two-hand weapon. So what I do is, right at the very end of my auto attack, I switch from my sword and shield to my two-hander. Now the two-hander is not even going to swing. The one-hand weapon actually just finished swinging, but it calculates the righteous tick damage a fraction of a second later. So if I weapon swap to a really slow two-hand weapon, the righteous tick additional damage is higher, right? So, no, they don't have elites down here anymore. Well, there's elites in here. There's elites here. Here, I'll show you. So, I mean, so on a paladin, I'll use a weapon swing timer. Right? I'll use a weapon swing timer on a paladin and a hunter. I don't use it so much on a warrior because, like I said, I don't do two-hand. Like, this guy here is an elite. Or actually, is he an elite? I mean, it says star. I don't know if star is an elite. It doesn't say 17 plus. I mean, he's got the kind of the gold circle frame, which usually an elite will say 16 plus, right?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh, I'm taking damage. Ah, it's because I got one shooting arrows at me. Like everything respawned in here. Yeah, you would have to have very similar weapon times. They would have to be very similar weapon timers. And you know, it's my point with reason that I wouldn't do it is because just the mental, it's like it's not necessary. Like some people might be like crazy min maxers and think that I'm gonna sit here and weapon swap, or you know, I don't know what they're. I mean, I don't even know what they would do with the weapon swing timers. I mean, you can't really. It's not like you're weaving. I don't think you'd be weaving abilities in. Like a lot of times people will do like the rend. What they'll do with the weapon swing timer is as they're leveling to avoid damage on a two-hand warrior, they'll like hit a mob. Like if this little light here, this little lantern is a mob, they'll go up and they'll hit the mob and then they'll stay out of range of the mob. They'll like hamstring him. Stay out of range of the mob right until their auto attack timer is about ready to near its completion. Then they'll move back in range to hit him, right? And then they'll move back out of range. Wait for the weapon swing timer, and then they'll move back in and hit them. So what they're trying to do is you're trying to not get hit, but hit the mob. And that way you're taking less damage, that way you don't have to heal as much after each fight, and that way your downtime's less, and thus you're leveling faster. That's just called, you know, like rend. It's called like rend. This is called kiting. It's like called kite leveling or whatever. But again, it's a lot of effort. And I think mentally, like physically, you don't underestimate those things wearing you down mentally, and make, you know, maybe you can only play 7 hours in a row instead of 8 because you're constantly having to work this extra mechanic that takes a lot more concentration. And now you've just lost like a whole hour of game time because you're like, oh, you're mentally fatigued. Well, is that 1 hour of game time that you lost, did you really gain an hour during the 7 hours? You know, did you actually gain that much in leveling speed because of the mechanic? And if you didn't, then the point of using the mechanic is completely invalid. You know, that's the way I look at it. But some people, especially younger people who have more energy than I do now, they could just do that, you know, and it doesn't, you know, and it works for them. So for some people, it works. Nah, it's too time consuming. It wouldn't be worth getting because it's just too time consuming. But my two-hand weapon is the rock pulverizer, 31.2 DPS, 3.7 attack speed. And why would I get the two-handed whirlwind axe when I'm going to be leveling the next 4 or 5 levels full protection build? You know what I mean? It wouldn't be worth it. But you're right. I mean, maybe at my level it'd be easier to do the quest. So I'll take a look at it, but I doubt I would do it. I barely use a two-hand weapon anyway. I'll have to look at we'd have to look at the stats on the weapon. I rarely use a two-handed weapon. When we go back to the overpower fury build, that's when I use the two-handed the most because I'll use it for overpowers. not a bad idea. I mean, it's not a bad idea, Lost. I mean, it could be valid. You know what I mean? It's a pretty good vest. But look at that. That's a pretty nice vest for a level 12 plus 5 intellect vest. It's actually really good. There's a couple, like the best gear you can get off these guys in here for cloth is to kill the mages. They drop a really nice staff and they drop that nice vest. They also drop a robe. And so killing those mages in here is, if you're like a caster, you can actually get some pretty decent items. They've really changed the leash though. Like the leash in here is not as long as it used to be. Like that mob reset entirely too soon for. I used to be able to pull these guys a lot further, you know. Oh, we got quite a bit of copper. I already got 32 copper. Bad. Yeah, it'll take me a couple hours before I can get them blacksmithing up to. I want to get up to around 225, so a ways to go. Course stone's always kind of a bottleneck, to be honest, but we'll see. Four tin ore off that guy. 4 tin ore. That's what I like to see. He gave you 4 course stone. Gotta like that. That's my bottleneck right now is course stone. Where'd that girl go? Oh, she went all the way over. Holy crap! She went all the way up the wall to the other side. That's pretty funny. She went all the way up this wall over here. That was funny.
I buy and trade. Light bless you.
Hey, Dan. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Up, up, ooh, ooh. You're kind of drunk. Well, it is Christmas Eve. What better time of the year to get drunk? What a better time. I guess New Year's Eve would be the more apt, but I don't. I'm actually going to be going on a completely different diet this next year because of my wife needs to change her diet, and we're going to be going like super healthy, and I'm probably going to like get in ridiculously good shape. I hope next year. We'll see. Pretty much out of necessity for her. Not really a necessity for me, but because of her health, she needs to lower her cholesterol. So that ought to be interesting. I've always been the kind of person that I just eat whatever's in the fridge. If there's pizza in the fridge, I eat it. If there's freaking tofu, I'll eat it. You know what I mean? So yeah, thanks, Dan. I'm doing okay. I've had better days, but we're getting by. Well, I mean, honestly, Phil, it's it's kind of a hard topic, really, Phil. My wife had a heart attack yesterday, and I don't really want to talk about it that much, but she's only 38 years old, but it runs in her family. Her family has a long history of heart problems, and she had a heart attack and basically went into cardiac arrest, and basically her heart stopped. And they had to, she was in the ER at the time, and they had to basically, revive her, like shock her to bring her heart back. Her cholesterol's not that high, but but she just had some issues with her arteries and stuff being clogged, and which is kind of crazy for someone who's only, 38. Well, look at all the Soul of Iron's in here. And so I've been in the hospital for pretty much all day yesterday and most of today. Yeah, I know it's been really bad. I just got off the phone with her, earlier, and I was at the hospital because of COVID. You can only have one person in her room at a time. So of course her mom wants to visit her, and I want to be in there, and so we're kind of taking turns. And I was in the hospital with her most of the day, and so then her mom wanted to be there, so I came home, and her mom went there, and then and her mom's there, but they only let you be in the hospital till 8 o'clock, so it was already like 5:30. So I said, "Do you want me to come back to the hospital?" She said, "No, mom's here, and she's gonna stay, so you can just you can stay home and get some rest." And I didn't get much sleep the last 2 days at all, but so I'm playing WoW, trying to take my mind off of it. But yeah, because of her issues, yeah, we're going on a very it's her mom had the same thing. Her mom, when she was younger, I don't think she was 30. I think she was older than that, probably in her mid 40s. Had the same type of problem where her arteries were getting clogged, and she had to have stent in her artery, and she had to go on a super healthy diet, and her mom did. Her mom's been on a very, very healthy diet, for like the last 25 years, and her mom's very healthy. So, Amber needs to do the same thing. She needs to get on a very good diet and watch what she eats. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it anymore. But that's why, I shouldn't have brought it up. But, it's, she's doing good. She's doing good right now. She's due to get out of the hospital probably, maybe tomorrow. As long as everything continues to progress the way it's progressing, she'll be out of the hospital tomorrow, or at the latest, the next day. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on here because I just want to focus on something else. Right? I've been dealing with that. So, That's why I left the stream. That's why I left the stream urgently the other day, Phil. My wife literally called me while she was having a heart attack on the phone, and so I freaked out and jumped off this and was grabbing my clothes and grabbing my shoes and trying to get to her, and it was really horrible because I didn't know where she was. She was out with her. She was doing stuff like errands for the holidays, and she said she would text me the address. Well, she never. Then after she never did. And eventually, finally, when I kept calling her phone back, finally the paramedics answered her phone and said, your wife's fine. We're taking her to the emergency room. And they told me where she was, and so I rushed to the ER. So, anyways, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's that. So yeah, hopefully, it's. I just, I hope that she does well the next couple days. We get to bring her home and. So yeah, if you guys can say a prayer for my wife, I certainly would appreciate it. Look at these Soul of Irons here, and I think it's interesting to come in here and you see all these people that have died. They've come in here and died. Now these guys also drop ore, so I mean you can kill these guys inside. More specifically, the kobolds. I don't know if these trappers do. But the kobolds, anytime it says miner in the name of a NPC, like these guys see kobold digger or miner, then those guys will drop ore and stuff. So I was hoping there were going to be more nodes in here, but there was just the one. Well, he dropped 3 rough stone. Yeah, thanks, Dan. But yeah, I appreciate it. Now, yeah, we're definitely both going to be, like I said, I always eat what's in the fridge. I'm not super picky. I like pretty much everything. So when we got married, my diet went down because she likes to eat, she likes to eat a lot of cheese and a lot of fast food, and I'm not like that really. I mean, I don't mind. I'm not a big fast food eater, really. I like stuff like chicken and steak and kind of American food, and I definitely don't eat great, but I don't eat horrible, So I'm actually kind of looking forward to the diet change and eating healthier because, I know I'll feel a lot better eating healthier, and I know it's certainly going to be good for her. So. Is that what little blue balls are? Hardcore players who I'm sorry, but when you said, is that what little blue balls are? I wanted to say, you don't know what blue balls are, Phil? Yeah, those little blue... I just never heard anybody call them blue balls before. Those are, souls. Yeah, they're basically hardcore players. They don't necessarily have to be hardcore players. They're just anybody who's picked up the Soul of Iron buff from Ironforge and has died. Anybody who has this Soul of Iron buff, if they die, it drops that little orb on the ground. It only stays there for about, I don't know, 30 minutes or 20 minutes or something. It doesn't stay there for I can't remember how long it stays there. It's like 30 minutes or an hour or something. Yeah, I don't really like Chinese food I like good Chinese, but a lot of Chinese isn't good Chinese to me. It's overly sweet. And I guess this is a blue... See, it's Soul Fragment. See that? See the tooltip in the bottom right? It says Soul Fragment. Alright, well, there's no more ores there, which it's kind of disappointing. I mean, there can be a lot of ore in that particular cave. I thought there would be more ore in that cave, but oh well. We'll hit this cave, and then we'll just go along the coast. There's quite a few nodes in the zone, so... Yeah, it's kind of like a memorial stone, yeah. I actually feel like I'm getting sick, but I think it's just because I haven't been sleeping that well. And the temperature here in Florida has been all over the place. It was like down in the 50s, and today it was up in the 70s. And whenever you have like a 30-degree temperature, shift, it can do havoc with your body. Damn it, I keep hitting the wrong button. My mount button and my auto walk are two right next to each other, and I keep hitting auto run when I want to mount. Well, what's the formula? Like, if it's like, what is the formula? Ah, damn it. There's a formula for it. Yeah, here it is. Yes, you subtract 32. So if it's 72 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 32 would put it at what, 40? Right? And then you divide it by 1.8, I guess. Right? Let's see if that's right. So like right now it's like 73 degrees in my room. So 73 minus 32 divided by 1 point. So it's 22.7 Celsius. Yeah, I mean, or you can just like Google the curve. But I mean, that's the way you can do it. Is you just minus 32 and So. But just Phil, to let you know, it was let's see, 52. So like last night it was. That's not right. I think I hit multiply, didn't I? I did. D minus 32 equals that divided by 8. So it was 10 degrees Celsius, Phil. Like last night it was 10 degrees Celsius, but like right now it's like 22 degrees Celsius. So that's a pretty big shift in temperature. What's up, Sarun? How you doing, man? Happy Christmas Eve, I guess. No, there's another way. Divide by 9. I think it's easier to minus 32. Well, I don't know. There's so many different ways to do it. Of course, the easiest way is just to say, have Google do it. Thank you. Don't want linen cloth, guys. I want ore and lots of it. Yeah, there's not going to be any ore back. Well, there is. This guy isn't a miner. I can't believe it. Whenever I see a paladin, I just assume they're a miner. Yeah, and like that difference, Phil, in temperature in a span of 6 hours. So when temperature changes that fast in like 6 hours, tends to, for me anyway, it tends to kind of wreak havoc. Especially if you don't dress for the differences in temperature. You know, you're wearing the same clothes, you can get kind of sick. This Christmas. Oh, is it already? You guys are 8 hours ahead, right? So yeah, I guess it would be. It's already Christmas. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, Susan. It'll be very hot. Okay. Oh, in Dublin. Oh, Dublin. I've never been to Dublin. I want to go to Dublin. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go back to Paris. I love Paris. Specifically, like Giverny and some of the Paris countryside. And I want to get to Italy. I want to get to Venice. But I don't know. I want to go everywhere, I guess. I was so close to going to Australia before, right? I was saving up money to go to Australia, and I was just about ready to go, and then I met what was going to be my first wife, and I ended up spending all my money hanging out with her, and ended up getting married. You know, looking back on it now, I could just say, man, I wish I just would have went to Australia. I wish I just would have went to Australia. Oh well, what can you do? Yeah, I love Paris. I mean, I've been to Paris. I was in Paris for a couple weeks, and I love art, so I loved going to, to the Louvre. Man, there's all these Ornos, but none of them are here. They're like they must all be inside the dead mines, I guess. So. Future plans, Australia. Well, actually, I want to go to now. I want to go to New Zealand more than I want to go to Australia. I really want to get to New Zealand. I'd love to see Hobbiton. I'd love to go see where they filmed The Hobbit, and see Hobbiton, because that's still there as a tourist attraction now. I would love to go there and see that. That would be so cool to get pictures next to Bilbo's, at Bag End. Oh, man, that would be awesome. I mean, Lord of the Rings are my favorite movies of all time, I mean, without a doubt. They're just so well done, but Blade Runner is also up there for one of my favorite movies. Salsini! I didn't even know you were there, Zalson. We're still mining, but we're making progress. We're making progress. We should be up into the tin pretty soon, and once we get into bronze, I think I got quite a bit of bronze, so we'll see how far we can get with the bronze. And to me, tin ore, not tin ore specifically, but core stone could be kind of a bit of a barrier. Oh yeah, it's Christmas Eve, man. Zalson's in Florida, so he's still 7:35 p.m. on the 24th. Yeah, sorry, I'm not the most festive stream. Maybe I need to put on Christmas music or something. Yeah, I do have some iron, and I definitely have some mithril. I've probably got about 100 mithril. Maybe more. All right, I got you. Big sneeze. Here he goes, Alston. I'm with you, Zalson. I'd rather have the fantasy music. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They do. Let me crack open a soda. Thank you, Phil. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to get some sleep tonight. I didn't sleep well last night. I think I only slept about 3 hours last night. I tried. I went to bed like 3 different times. I just couldn't sleep. Cyrus is keeping me company. He's asleep on a little, I don't know what it is. It's one of those like, hi Cyrus. It's one of those soft footrests. It's like a big ball, but it's malleable. I don't know what it is. It's really to put your feet on, or you can even sit on it, I guess. But he likes to sleep on it. Yeah, I'm tired. Every time when I came home from the hospital, the cats were, they were all over me, wanting attention. Well, you know what? Let's go back to... No, let's not. Let's go over the dead mines and see what we can get. We just need to get to 65. Oops, need an anvil. 65. And then we'll make coarse sharpening stones. Yeah, so I need a lot more coarse stone. Well, I don't know how much coarse stone I have in the bank. I might actually have enough, but we'll see if we can get some more. I might have enough already. Yeah, the cats miss their mom, that's for sure. They don't like it when Amber's not here. Cats are very, they get on a schedule, just like, like any animal, really. They're used to Amber coming home from work at 5 o'clock every day, and if she's not here, they know something's up. They're like, what? They're like, what? What? Where is she? See lots of nodes. I like that. You know what I started watching, trying to take my mind off of stuff, Phil, and is also I started watching Dexter again. You know, Dexter, this TV show, and it's such a good show, and I haven't watched it, you know, in a long time, and so I started watching season 1 again, just like today. You know, like I didn't know what else to do while I was waiting to see if my wife wanted me to go back to the hospital, and I watched like the first couple episodes, and I was like, man, this show's really good. You know, it's been a long time since I'd watched it, but really good show. Down there near Zolston's part of the woods, getting closer to Miami. Yeah, they do. They have it on Netflix. I think they have like 4 seasons maybe on Netflix. So I think I already own them on Amazon, Zolston. I actually bought. I think I bought all the seasons. You know, on Amazon. So I think I own them all. But yeah, it's on Netflix too. I think. Yeah, he's like a psychopath, but he kills bad people. Like people who are criminals and stuff are the people he kills. Yeah, I just started on season 1. I got through 2 episodes, and I was like, man, this show, it's still like I haven't watched it in so long, you know. I mean, it's been years since I watched it, so. Yeah, but I still enjoyed it. I mean, there were some seasons that were better than others for sure, but. Oh, was there? I don't think I ever watched anything else with him in it. Ah, bastards all respawned on me. They don't have the range. Like, they've changed the leash range on these guys. Like, it was so much longer on private servers. Like, I guess they didn't change it. I don't know. It was just a lot longer on private servers. I could do bigger pulls, so oh well. Well, Galacto wasn't as good. You talk about Battlestar Galactica? Yeah, it wasn't as good as the original. And it was only I only really liked it for like the first season, and then I was like, eh. It's certainly what like the original Battlestar Galactica was better. It was good. I liked season 2, which I thought it was good. You think so? I liked it. I thought season 2 was good. But I like fantasy so much, so if it's fantasy, you know, they have a leg up on me already, you know what I mean? I liked The Witcher season 2. I didn't think it was great, but I thought it was good. I thought it was a solid season. I mean, there are certainly certain characters that are... some of the characters felt forced. Like, the Bard felt more forced and not as well written. I think the Bard's character was way better in season 1. Like, his writing, his lines and stuff, I thought were way better in the first season. And I thought the conversation between Geralt and the Bard and... what's his name? I can't remember his name and his character name. But I thought their dialogue was way better in season 1 than it was in season 2. I couldn't get through the game. I played the game for a couple hours and I couldn't get past all the damn dialogue. I was just like, God, I'm like reading a book. Plus, I don't like games that force me to just play this one character, and I can't. I like to be able to use a custom character creator. Yeah, Jaskier. Yeah, Yaskier, whatever. I thought his dialogue wasn't as good in season 2 as season 1. But yeah, I couldn't get through all the dialogue in The Witcher in Witcher 3, the game. And also like I said, you're forced to play this one character, and you can't like do a custom character creator, which I like to custom create characters. I like to be able to make them look the way I want them to look and all that. Oh, I liked the Bard. I thought the Bard was really good. It's all part of the story. Yeah, Mandalorian was good. Yeah, I thought the Mandalorian was pretty good. I like the Mandalorian, but that's, you know, the Star Wars movies I don't even watch. They were horrible. The last the last 6 Star Wars movies were bad. I have not watched the Cowboy. I haven't watched the Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, I mean, I thought the Mandalorian did a pretty interesting. Ooh, 5 course stone off that guy. Nice. I thought the Mandalorian did a good job of getting that kind of like that a little bit of the Firefly vibe going on. You know, you can't beat the Firefly. That was, To me, The Firefly is one of the best TV shows ever made. Like Firefly was, I think that was. Firefly is awesome. It was just one of the best TV shows ever. I've not watched the Cowboy Bebop. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. I don't think anime and live action works very well. I haven't watched the Riot, the Riot Games one, the League of Legends anime. But I don't really watch a lot of animation type shows, even though I love animation. But I don't really watch that type of stuff. Yeah, I actually heard it was really good. I heard the League of Legends animation on, I think it's on Netflix, or I think it's Netflix. I heard it was actually quite good, which just once again gives me more hope for the League of Legends MMO. Which don't know when that's going to come out though. Well, we got 20 minutes. I mean, I hate to stay in here because I don't really think I need any more. But you know what? We got 20 minutes, so I don't know if we can do 20 more minutes. I think my inventory is too full. But... Well, I was watching The Wheel of Time, and it's just so... I mean, I love the Robert Jordan books so much. I love Wheel of Time. It's probably my favorite fantasy books. I mean, that, Lord of the Rings, and, there's a few others that I like, but they're just... They're changing it so much from the novels. Like, it's so different. Like, so different. And the whole gratuitous use of just every ethnicity known to man. Like, every character is like a different nationality, and whatever. I mean, I'm not a big fan of that. It just feels weird. It's like, I don't know. It just feels forced. Like one of the main not main characters, one of the, I don't know how to explain it, but unless you read the books, but it just feels so forced. No, my Hearthstone comes up in 20 minutes, so I thought maybe I could farm here for 20 more minutes. And then just Hearth out. It'll take me like 5 minutes just to ride over to... Yeah, and they're moving so fast. Like, well, basically the first season does the whole first book. I mean, I don't know how many episodes are going to be in the first season, but they've already done like the entire first book in the first season, which is good, but I mean, it's such a long book with very deep plot lines. Some of the negative reviews of the book is that that the editing should have been, they should have edited the book a lot more and taken a lot of stuff out because it's very bloated. I mean, I'd say the average length of one of Robert Jordan's books is like 800 pages, and there's like 14 books. So take 14, 800 by 14, and that's a lot of material. Yeah, I don't think that I mean, the reviews are pretty bad, and I enjoy the show. I mean, I can watch it and enjoy it, but also it hurts me that they've changed certain things the way they have, and some of the casting I think is really bad. Perrin specifically, I think is absolutely horrible. I think he's terrible. Yeah, and I just think I feel sad for people who've never read the books to watch the show. They're gonna be like, it's just, and even the set designers and the costume designers, they're not very good. I'm not gonna lie, and I feel like they've done fantasy an injustice because a lot of it seems not fantasy to me. There's even like a sci-fi element to it. They actually go into the future, and I'd actually have to go back and read the novels again because I didn't think that, in a certain time in the books, a certain event happens, a cataclysmic event, really. But I mean, they have spaceships flying around. I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't remember that from the books. I don't remember there being spaceships in the time of Luz Theron Telamon. I'm like, I don't remember that. So just some weird shit. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to get out of here. I don't think it's worth waiting in here for 15 minutes. Was there a sci-fi portion? So I didn't remember that there was a sci-fi part. Like when Luz Theron Telamon was alive, there were spaceships? Well, yeah, there were. Okay, well, I don't know if they were really spaceships, but they were flying ships. I didn't remember that, but that part of the books, I did not get that when I read the books, but maybe I missed it. I don't remember there being flying ships. And the reason that maybe I chose to block it out, because to me it's a fantasy book. And if Luz Theron Telemon's wielding a sword and he's a sword master, although maybe he wasn't. I assumed he was, because almost all iterations of the dragon he was pretty much a swords master. Like, when do swords need to exist in a world where people are flying around in ships? Yeah, it is kind of like yeah, you're right. That's kind of what it was. Yeah, you're right. But it's like this Indian kind of vibe to it, like Magitech with the Dalai Lama. I don't know. It's too much. There's too many cross cultures all over the place. Just because it feels like they want to have it in there, it just feels forced. I hate it when it feels forced. Like we've got to have, like we got 10 people in a room, and one's got to be Indian, one's got to be a black, one's got to be a Chinese, one's got to be, I don't know, a Thai person, and like a, who knows what else, a white person. It just, it just feels forced. And see, Dune, I haven't seen the new Dune movie. I liked the original Dune movie. But the new Dune movie I heard was decent. Oh, did it? That's cool. Well, plus their swords were... Yeah, I mean, the first Dune movie was pretty good, and I heard that this new one was pretty good. We'll have to see. I haven't seen it yet. So. Well, we got 11 minutes on Hearth, but I'm just gonna run out. We got to get out of here. We're done. We should have enough materials to get me. I'm hoping to get me up to like around 100 and maybe 120 blacksmithing. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, you lamb curry, man. That sounds good, Phil. I like curry, and I like lamb. Man, that sounds yummy. I'm actually getting hungry again. All I've had today is some rotisserie chicken. You know, I went to the bakery and got some fresh bread, and I got some rotisserie chicken from Publix and made some sandwiches. That's all I've had today, really. We dumped engineering and we're leveling up. Reaper, we're leveling my blacksmithing up. We're gonna make some. We're actually gonna make gear for this character, and hopefully maybe even make some weapons. I don't know. So just farming ore. Damn, Murlocs. All right. Let's see.
Need help? Farewell.
Yeah, I figured it'd take like 15 hours, maybe. I've already put about what 4 hours into it at least. At least. Everyone loves a Murloc. The inner child. I don't know what that means. I have to hear the Murlocs do their voice a few times, and then I can mimic it better, but I haven't heard a Murloc in a while, so I haven't killed any Murlocs recently. I did a pretty good frog one time, or what was it? Wasn't it a frog? I think I fooled Reaper. He's like, I thought that was the game. Yeah. Fun for everyone. And they're fast. Murlocs are very quick. Yeah, Murlocs are very fast. They'll run you down. I don't. They might be. They're really fast. They might be.
Hello. Safe travel.
Hmm. I like this. This like Dungeons and Dragons Merry Christmas image is great. I should have made this my AFK screen. I'll make an AFK screen out of this tomorrow or something. Maybe I can find an animated one. Mind Flare. This is very Terry Goodkind. Yeah. This is an old. This is a picture from, I believe, the D&D Basics set. I think. I could be wrong. Wow, this is the basic set. This is one of the images on the basic set cover. Wow, that's a really old one. Yeah. Good old D&D art. My wife got me socks for Christmas. One of the gifts she gave me was Dungeons and Dragons socks. No joke. I also have she also gave me Dungeons and Dragons dice that have purple mushrooms inside of the dice. So like when the dice are translucent, and when you look inside each dice, there's a purple mushroom. Like with a white stem and a purple top and little black polka dots or white polka dots on the top of the mushrooms. Yeah, here, I'll take a picture. Hold on a second. Let me grab my phone. See if I can get a picture for you. My wife always gives the best gifts. She's really good at gift giving. You know what? Let me... Oh, oh! Trying to get a good, what's the best camera mode for this? Playing a gnome rogue? Ah. So there. The picture's not in very good focus, but you can see the little dice with the little mushrooms in them. Well, that picture's really blurry. Eh. Yeah, that picture came out kind of blurry. Sorry about that. But she always gives interesting gifts. Yeah, it's a Viper Mini. The only thing about the Viper Mini, it's actually been a really good mouse. It's a little bit too small for my hand, but outside of that, it's actually a really good mouse. And if you want to, like, I always go to Rocket Jump Ninja, like here. Go to Rocket Jump Ninja and go to his top mice. He does a really good job of reviewing mice, and you kind of get an idea of the size, the length, the inches, the grip. You figure out like what mice work for your hand, then you can go here and you can actually, like you can see the mouse, blah blah. I can't talk. The mouse I have is this one right here, Razer Viper Mini. Oh, air, what? Ugh, God, don't give me ads. Anyways, his website's good for reviews though. There you go. Let's get this guy in here. Let me see how that came out. I do have this on my desk. Let's see. I've got my little Bugs Bunny Christmas tree ornament here. Of course, in the background, you can see that's Gollum. I've got a little Gollum statue. So that's Gollum back there. He holds my mouse cord. So my mouse cord comes from the mouse, goes back, it goes under the Gollum statue. So he holds it. My desk is a little dusty, but my little Bugs Bunny tree ornament. He brings me good luck. I'm a big fan of Bugs Bunny. I can't help it. Ever since I was a little kid. All right. So we're going to need our coarse stone. Let's grab this other stuff. We're not going to need heavy. Probably won't need heavy stone.
Watch your back.
I've got a bunch of mice. I have so many mice lying around. I go through mice pretty quick. The reason I say the Viper Mini is really good is that the buttons. I've been using this mouse for probably about a year now, or at least I'd say 10 months to a year, and it's still going strong. And I usually go through mice in about 6 months, so I've been very impressed with this particular mouse. Whoa! Don't run into the lava girl. I have my mount key next to my auto run, and I keep screwing it up. All right, we need to get to what, 65?
there. Off with you.
I used Logitech for a really long time, going way back to like to 1998, and I used Logitech from 1998 all the way through about 2000, probably six, and then I started going with well, even probably later. I mean, really, I've used a lot of Logitech mice. I've used the G300. I've tried a couple different G models. I can't remember them all now. Yeah, this isn't working out the way I want, so let's do...
Be good. You got my attention.
Eight. Yeah, I use the Logitech MX518 for probably a good, 5 or 6 years probably. I use the G3, what was it, Logitech? I used this one. Actually, this one right here. I used this one for a while. It was pretty good, but this one, just like the scroll wheel would always kind of... This one only lasts me 6 months. I went through about 4 of these in 2 years. So... And... I tried one of these 502s and it didn't work for me. I've tried, what's the other one I used for a while? Was the... it's a really popular gaming mouse. I don't see it. Here. No, that's not it either. I also have a Rocat Kova. Let's see. This one, I have this mouse here. This is one of the most durable mice ever. I actually use this for my work when I'm working. This is the mouse I use, but this thing is it's like a freaking, it's solid. A very solid mouse, but too heavy for a gaming mouse for me, but I've got a lot of mice. All right, what are we at? We're at 64? Okay, good. All right. Damn you!
What can I do for you? Great to meet you.
Yeah, I know. I just trained Phil. But thank you for the reminder.
Talk to me.
Oh, we're doing good. Come on, 90. Yeah, yes. Alright.
Well met. How are ya?
yeah, I've got enough, I think, to... We're doing pretty good. I need more bronze, though. The goal is to get to bronze. Once we get to bronze, then it... Because you can level pretty far with just bronze bars.
How are ya? Keep your feet on the ground. You got my attention. Safe travels.
Yeah, well, that's good. I just wish I had more. That's all I have is 10 slots. Again, I've had really bad RNG in this character. I've gotten no bag upgrades. I've gotten no really good gear upgrades in a long time. So it's been a trial. It's been a journey. A journey. Let me check my phone. I haven't... want to see if my wife. She hasn't texted. She's probably asleep. All right. Yeah, let's grab some silver bars. Some silver. I should have quite a.
What's on your mind?
Please tell me I've got silver. Yeah, we got a bunch of silver. Gold. We got some tin. $200. We get the Shadow Crescent Axe. Take a look. Once we get, okay, we're gonna do that. Bronze leggings with 30 bronze bars, which we probably already have. Bronze shoulders, 75 bronze bars. Yeah, we should have that. Yeah, it is rough as a warrior, but yeah, we haven't. I mean, we may be able to get all the way to 200 with the materials I have. I don't know. We'll see. But we're doing good. I started at 1 just yesterday, right? I think it was yesterday.
What's on your mind? Safe travels.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Iron Forge, you love it. If I'm gonna do blacksmithing, and I've got a lot of stuff to do, I always go to Iron Forge. Oh yeah, I know. Oh my god, I hate the horde because I've done blacksmithing on the horde a couple times, Phil. I hate where it is because you have to run all the way up there and kind of curve back to the right corner, and it is quite a journey.
Great to meet you. How are you? See you soon. What can I do for you? See you soon.
Shit. And we used thing is I blew away up my heavy stone on stupid engineering crap.
Here there.
Yeah.
Be good.
Yeah. So heavy stone's the bottleneck now. Heavy stone is now the bottleneck, so we'll hit Ultrock Mountains. We'll farm up some heavy stone, which won't take too long probably. But I'm probably going to take a break, guys. I'm pretty tired, and I've had a really rough horrible couple of days, so I think I'm going to watch some Dexter, maybe get something to eat. Or maybe I'll come back and do a little playing later. I don't know, it depends.
Well met. Safe travels.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go ahead and make a few sharpening stones here. And then we'll use the rest for these grinding stones. Let's see where we end up. But yeah, I'm going to need to get some more heavy stone. But we're getting... Once we get all these grinding stones made, then I should have enough materials to get me... I'm still gonna probably need more iron bars, but yeah, we'll farm all truck mountains for a few hours, and then we should be able to get to... Hopefully to 200. That's the goal, is to get to 200. But yeah, I need about 200. I need about 200 or so iron bars at least. Oh, that's nice. Got us to 140. That was the goal. Yeah, I mean they're gonna be easy. They're gonna be super easy. I was killing them easily, 2 levels ago. They should be fine. I just need a couple hundred. I'd like to get another like 30 or 40 heavy stone at least, and then get like another 100 iron bars probably. Let's see how many iron bars we have in the bank.
How are you?
Yeah, actually we've got quite a few iron. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We actually I probably only need about 100 more iron. Maybe not even that much, really.
Off with you.
Yeah, so we're good. We're doing good. We leveled all the way to 140 blacksmithing in literally like just a day. I mean, I don't know how many hours it was. I'm gonna check you guys later. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna watch some Dexter and eat something. Happy Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. Hope everybody has a great holiday. And I don't know what my plans are for tomorrow. I'm probably in the hospital a lot tomorrow, so if I stream, it'll be tomorrow afternoon. That would be my guess. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Peace out.